out that flame I came. They tried to stop me, straight up block me through that pain I've gained. And a new wave was assume my race. Like I don't cry no more. I just loaded up my mind and let my grind go show. Cause I'm locked in every single day. I be locked in, focused all the way. Man, I'm locked in from the time I wake. I be locked in. I don't need no break. Okay. Let's play. Let's play. Sorry, ain't no conforming. They'll know when I come for them. They don't know what I'm forming. They get low while I'm soaring. Ain't nothing about abnormal. No, he abnormal. Bad for you, ask for who doubts I shout. I'm asked for you. No debate, I flow grade 8. Luckily, they with me now. Sit back, watch a procreate. I spit raps that'll go through hate. Stay focused on your biz and don't you ever focus. Stay focused on your biz and don't you ever focus. I'm locked in every single day. I be locked in, focused all the way. Man, I'm locked in from the time I wake. I be locked in. I don't need no break.
Mic check 1 2 1 2 1 2 1 2. Thumbs up in the chat box if you hear me. Thumbs up in the chat box if you hear me. Training camp has begun. We are back, people. We are back. We are back. Thumbs up if you hear me. Noti gang, where you at? Noti gang, where you at? Thumbs up in the chat box if you hear me. Football is back, baby. Football is back. Football is back. Welcome back. Welcome back. Welcome back. We made it through. We made it through, good people. We made it through. We made it through. We made it through. Yeah, we made it through. It's about time, man. Ain't nothing like the first day of camp, and these practices will be here soon, and then we'll get a little preseason to see what our young guys can do. And next thing you know, it'll be early September, and we'll be going up against the Bills, man. I know the calendar still says July, but these practices will get a little serious. We'll get a little preseason action. We'll get a little practices against other people, and we'll start to see little different things from practices. And we'll get an idea of what we got going, man. A few camp battles that may happen. I probably should have got me something to drink before I started. That I had to do for the time being. But we ready, man. We ready. So what we're going to do is, like we were doing during OTAs and all that, we're going to go through the different media outlets and talk about what they said and what they showed us. And if you didn't see it, you can go check it out there too. So I think I got stuff from Cordell, maybe Jameson, Jonah, this new lady, I forgot her name. Once I pull it up, I'll tell you her name. And then this other guy that works for the Baltimore station too. But we'll also, when we get to the red flag that's in the title, I'll let you know. So let's just get into it, man. It's happy to have football back, man. Let me shout out a few people before we get started. Let me do that. Let me shout out a few people before we get started. Let's see who was in here first. Lisa was in here first. Lisa's name is not on my thing anymore because it leaves after a certain time. But Lisa was in here first, and then B came in while I was checking to see if my stuff was working. So I appreciate you, B, for coming through. P came through when the intro was on, so appreciate you, P. Kenny Will, thank you for helping me get all my audio and stuff situated while I was trying to do that. Yamil, I've been seeing all day. I saw him in Nitro stream earlier. I saw him on the Ravens stuff when they was doing it earlier. Again, MJ, MJ is a part of the the countdown almost every day. I appreciate you, M. Dave, for sending me those beats too. It's one that my wife really, really likes. She says she be moving and grooving every time she hears it, and I let you know which one that is offline. Cam, what's good? Appreciate it. Marlon Day, thank you for coming through. CJ Scott, thank you. Chef, what's good? What's good? Cam, I think I got Cam. Nana, appreciate you for coming, Nana. Football lives back. The Don, what's good with you too? What's good? What's good? What's good? And let's get this thing rolling, man. Let's get this thing rolling so I can get y'all in. And if you haven't ate, I won't hold you too long, and we can get this thing going. What's up, Julian? What's up? What's up? Let's see what Marlon said. Marlon said, Coach, this is crazy. They already starting on Lamar saying, are you concerned about Lamar not being accurate on his passing? Come on, man. This is the first day, man. I saw, matter of fact, one of the dudes that I think I bookmarked it, the tweet. I think I bookmarked it. So just hold on and see. I think I bookmarked that tweet that you referencing, Marlon. Let's get started. What up, Haitian Chris and Dwayne? Appreciate it. Let's get on into it. Let's get into it. So let's start right here. You got Trent Simpson. Trent Simpson has changed his number. He, if I'm not mistaken, y'all correct me if I'm wrong, chat. What up, Marcus? Jaire got Trent Simpson's number. Correct me if I'm wrong. I think that's why Trent has a new number. He's wearing 32. So this will be Trent Simpson's third number. No big deal. The person makes the number. The number don't make the person. The person makes the number. So if he can take 32 and make it his own and be the best version of Trent Simpson in 32, 32 it is then. So be it. So be it. Appreciate you, P. All right, let's keep rolling. All right, so we got, our quarterback. Our quarterback's here just, doing a little pre-snap stuff with I'm assuming that's Linderbaum. Yeah, with Linderbaum, little fake play action, getting just warming up, whatever. And it is what it is. Kids and media and everybody was there for the first day of training camp. So they're going to be very vanilla, not going to do too much. Going to be a lot of drills and whatnot. They ain't going to show a whole lot. He took Marcus Williams' number. Speaking of Mark, I said I was going to do a video about Marcus Williams because I saw a lot of people blaming Marcus. But I ain't going to jump on that train, man. I don't completely fault Marcus. I don't. Now, he do have some blame, but I don't completely fault Marcus in his situation. I don't. Now, he's not I commend him for saying, hey, I messed up some. I take my responsibility, but it ain't all my fault. I do. So, I ain't going to be all in this trash Marcus thing, but keep in mind, B, if you still in here, when we get to the end, remind me to bring up the funny stuff. And Cam, you'll probably stay here to the end too. When we get to the end, well, whoever's in here when we get to the end, remind me to bring up the funny stuff, and so I can go look it, because I didn't bookmark it, and I ain't gonna tell you what it is yet. But just remind me to bring up the funny stuff, and at the end we'll have a little fun. At the end of this stream, I ain't gonna hold y'all too long, but we're gonna have a little fun at the end of this stream. All right, let's keep going. Oh, this is the lady I couldn't remember her name. Morgan Adsit. Morgan Adsit. How do you make this come up? Stop. Come up, thing. Damn it. There you go. It says Emmy award-winning journalist, Emmy award-winning sports journalist, and sports anchor reporter for Fox Baltimore. Okay, that's who it is. All right, next we got. First look at Jaire Alexander from Jonas Schaefer, wearing that number 23. MJ, baby. MJ all day. Is he going to play like MJ? He going to play like MJ with the Bulls, or he going to play like MJ with the Wizards? Which one of them? What up, Mingo? And Zeke, appreciate you guys for coming through. What's good with y'all? I ain't seen y'all boys in a minute. He going to play like MJ with the Bulls, or he going to play like MJ with the Wizards? Which one? Mike, I believe he is, Mike, and ain't nothing wrong with that, because he ain't old. He ain't considered old. Ain't nothing wrong with that. This is a beautiful picture right here. Whoever took this picture, this is a great picture. Bulls, we hope. This is a great picture of Jaire right here. This is like for those that do wallpaper of other athletes and whatnot. This is a great picture right here. This is an amazing picture, and I love taking pictures myself. I probably need to get out and do more of it. Matter of fact, got my weapon of choice right here. I probably need to get out and do more picture taking myself and practice on it and do it. I love taking sports pictures. If I ever get the opportunity to get one of those long lenses, the big white lens with the low aperture and then low f-stop, I'm gonna be taking pictures of everything. And that's probably why I don't, because I don't have the equipment that I want. But I probably need to just get out there with what I got and get better. But if I ever get a chance to get that long white lens with that low f-stop, I'm gonna be at every sporting event I can. Chop, 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 chopping it up. And what that is, if you don't know, the lens with that low f-stop allows you to see how Jaire is focused in the front and then everything else is blurry in the back. That's what that lens with that low f-stop allows you to do. For those that don't know, not trying to insult your intelligence, just sharing knowledge that I've learned over the years. All right, let's keep rolling. Got Zaire here with a little one-hand catch. And all he doing at the front of this drill is just simulating fighting off a guy trying to, body him up, which a lot of people try to do with Zay because he's a smaller receiver. They just try to body him up. And this video is from Cordell. And they're allowed to take video, during the drills part of practice. They can't take videos doing team or doing any kind of team portions, but they can take video and take pictures during the drills part of practice. All right, little note. From Jeff Zariba, it says, other than the PUP, which is the PUP guys, or the NFI guys, Emory Jones and Ardarius, the only Raven I don't see practicing is inside linebacker Jake Hummel. Now, John Harbaugh did talk about Jake Hummel in his press conference, but again, if we remember, then OTAs, Jake wasn't practicing either. And I don't remember if it was birth of a child or I can't remember exactly what it was. But he wasn't practicing then either. And so I was saying, Jake, keep in mind, Trenton's already the quote-unquote starter. They drafted Buchanan. And you got two hungry dogs, UDFAs. One from Memphis, one from Iowa. And I keep forgetting both of their names, but I'll remember their name eventually. You need to practice, my guy. You need to practice. Oh, yeah, it was the birth of a child. Was the birth of a child. You need. All right. And I know John said he cut his hand today or whatever it is, but it's been a lot of Jake Hummel not practicing in a Ravens uniform. That's all I'm saying. You can't make the club in the tub. And y'all know that. You can't make the club in the tub. All right, we got Rowe right here. This don't look like Rosempic to me. This don't look like Rosempic to me. This looks like a mean green fight machine to me. He gonna be Jake from State Farm. Exactly, Marcus. If he don't stop missing, he gonna be Jake from State Farm. Like a good neighbor, Jake Hummel is there. Exactly. But this right here, this don't look like Rosempic to me. What about y'all? What y'all think? I think this is like he look like he in fighting trim right here. Those who know. That look like the guy that want to cut your head off. Football wise. I like this good looking Rowe. And I love the fact that his teammates came and defended him when that anonymous person said what they said. And I know most of us said that Rowe looked fat, but none of us hid from the comment either. I know I said it, Cam said it, other people said it. None of us hid from the comment either. None of us. But saying stuff anonymously, that's some bull jive. If you're going to say it, speak on it. Because if he said it last year, he wasn't totally wrong. The thing is, just saying it behind, throwing a rock and hiding your hand is what's wrong. Your comment wasn't necessarily wrong. The wrong part was throwing a rock and hiding your hands. That was the wrong part. Throwing a rock and hiding your hands. That's what was wrong about it. If you're gonna be a man, be a man. If you're gonna be a you know what, be a you know what, and you can insert any kind of derogative word as in a you know what. Any kind. But I'm glad KVN and others took up for him on that front. That's a lot of leadership, veteran leadership. That builds team chemistry. That builds brotherhood. That builds all that. What up, Jared? Appreciate you for coming through. And then Michael Robinson, anybody else I missed, TY. Thank you guys. RNTY1, appreciate you. Donovan Thomas. I see another name I just missed. RTV, appreciate you for coming through. Just trying to make sure I got everybody. I don't want to miss nobody. Malik B, what up, Malik? What up, Malik? All right, next up. Pads don't come in next week. Mike Green. Mike Green has been a source of a lot of, I don't want to say controversy, but you got to lump all those second round picks in there together. Because when they gave somebody guaranteed money, they had precedent as to, well, I'm not going to sign if somebody higher than me got a guaranteed money. No. So then once the next person didn't get guaranteed, that opened the door for a bunch of them to sign. So let me see. Where did Mike go yet? Where is it? Oh, here you go, right here. That's 56. Here's Mike right here.
You see Artie Burns tore his ACL for the Dolphins.
There he is. And I'm excited to see him come off the edge and do what he do. I know we're probably going to see him do a lot of work in preseason, so we'll get to see him do a lot of work. May even start in the preseason because we know Van Noah's probably not going to play. Oway's probably not going to play, so we'll get to see a lot of Mike Green, Ojabo, Ham, and whoever this is with this shirt up. I can't tell who this is. Who is this right here with this shirt up? 54. Somebody let me know. Who is 54 right here? What up, Kevin? Who is this with this shirt up right here? Somebody let me know.
See Artie Burns tore his ACL for the.
But yeah, I'm excited to see what Mike Green does with this team. And I will tell you this. Anytime Okay, Marcus, I got you. Anytime when camp starts, the defense will always be ahead of the offense for about a week or two. Just know that. And I know from experience, and even though I've never been on the college level or the NFL level, just know for about a week or two, the defense will always be ahead of the offense. And those sneaky jokers always they be over aggressive in drills because they know don't nobody want to get hurt. They be uber aggressive in drills. Rats over there, they be super aggressive in drills. Isaac is 50. Isaac is right here on the back. He on the back end right here. We'll see a decent Isaac too. We'll see a decent Isaac. Z Smith. I don't know who Z Smith is. Oh, let's dream and say Z Smith. We wish. All right, this next dude right here. We all know who this is. This is Rashad Bateman. So let's go ahead, book it, ship it, clip it, do whatever you want to do. 1,000 yards. Book this, clip this. If y'all know how to clip, on it says DeJuan Black. Appreciate it, Jared. Book it, clip it, ship it, save it, send it to your mama, whatever you want to do. 1,000-yard receiver, Rashad Bateman. Incoming. Just letting you know. Whatever you need to do, you heard it here. He probably going to be among the league leaders in separation percentage or whatever that stat is again. And the boy going to get 1,000 yards because now he won't be on the back end of the progressions. Instead of being third or fourth in the progressions, he'll be 2 or 3 and even 1 on some of them. Just know. And double-digit TDs, P. And double-digit TDs. All right, another note from Jonas. It says Lamar Jackson's first target in his first 11 on 11s is DeAndre Hopkins. Lamar Jackson's first completion in his first 11 on 11s is Zay Flowers. Another note, he says we have our first Jaire Alexander seatbelt celebration of camp. He broke up a deep pass to Dayton Wade, and we got a big ovation from the crowd. And if you don't know the seatbelt celebration, let me see if I got enough room to show you. Hold on. Where am I? So basically, he takes his hand, does that, and just pulls it over just like a seatbelt. He'll put his fingers in the air like that, and like he grabbing the seatbelt and throw it over. And so when we do when we get to game time and he does it, and y'all watching my streams, we're gonna all do it together. So wherever you at, if you watching at home or if you at the game or wherever you at, and you got my stream on, when he gets a PBU or a pick, we gonna all do it together. So let's practice one more time. Wherever I can't see y'all, but y'all can see me. So wherever you at, we practicing. All right, just so you know, get in line. Make sure you get in line. Let's see what King of the Seas got for us. Let me get to it. I want the logos up there. See what King of the Seas got for us. All right, he says Bateman about to make grown. I agree. King of the Seas. I agree 100%. 100%. 100%. Thank you for the donation too. Appreciate it. All right, some notes from Cordell. He says some Ravens flocks training camp updates. Lamar's first completion was a dart to Flowers over the middle and taken for a huge gain. Marlon had a nice pass breakup as he ripped the ball away from Anthony Miller as he caught it. Back-to-back nice PBUs from Jalen Armour Davis, IR. Jalen Armour Davis, IR. And Jaire Alexander. We ain't taking the IR off yet until he play about 8 games. Cordell also added Tyler Loop went 3 for 3 on field goals. 35, 36, and 38 yards. That's nice to know. All right, so somebody mentioned earlier about somebody being kind of negative. This is the comment here I think that they were mentioning. The Brian Wacker comment. I think this is the comment they mentioned from Brian Wacker. He is from the Baltimore Sun. It says, it's early, but Lamar has had some inaccurate / sloppy throws. But the kickers have been perfect thus far. Keaton Mitchell looks fast. Kyle Hamilton easily dusted an Andrews block. Walker almost made a spectacular grab on a horribly underthrown ball from Leary. # Ravens flock. I think this is the comment that was mentioned earlier. And hey, Lisa, I shouted you out earlier. What up, Nitro? Appreciate you for coming through. But I think this is the comment that was mentioned earlier in the stream that was saying about the guy being negative on day one. Like it's day one, right? It's day one. Day one. I remember the original day one when people were saying Lamar couldn't throw spirals. 2 should be 3 MVPs later. I wonder where that person is. Wonder. All right, next up we have here's Loop kicking the field goal right here. Let's see. Not sure the yardage, but just knock him down, Loop. Just knock him down, Loop. Man, I got to change my Justin Tucker animation on my Streamlabs. All right, a note from Jeff Zariba. He says, nice first practice with Jaire Alexander. He had 2 pass breakups and enjoyed celebrating on both of them. DeAndre Hopkins had a nifty back shoulder catch on Alexander despite good coverage. The ref may have ruled him out. Well, I think Lamar did talk about that in his press conference, saying they was just out of bounds. And Alexander bowed toward Hopkins to express his respect. Oh, yeah, that's the one Lamar talked about in the press conference. What up, Sean? That's the one Lamar talked about in the press conference. Another one, it says in the daily kicking competition, Loop was 6 for 6. All his attempts were from inside the 40, from the 40 and inside. Jordan Holland was 4 for 5. His miss was from 40. So that's good competition. Loop 6 for 6, Holland 4 for 5, and his only miss was at 40 yards. You know the real separation will come from beyond 40 yards. That's what it is. The real competition will come from beyond 40 yards. Oh, there it is. That's the beginning of the seatbelt separation. That's what I was telling about. So you gotta have your hands up, and then when you come down, you just put your seatbelt on, strapped. That's what it is. That's the beginning of it. All right? And I think that's Dayton Wade 82. So that would be probably the beginning of that was mentioned earlier. And hopefully we'll see a lot of that this year. Hopefully. I know we will. I know we're going to see a lot of it this year. But that's the beginning of the seatbelt celebration. All right, let's keep rolling. A little note from Jeff. All right, so this is the red flag. So I put a red flag as the title. This is the red flag. It was an eventful day for Zay Flowers. He caught a short pass that turned into a long TD to get the full team work kick-started. Later, he appeared to turn his ankle and limped off the field. Remember, Zay didn't finish the year because of a lower body injury. But he missed a few plays, came back, made some catches, and he looked good. The thing is, will there be soreness? Will there be something that keeps him out tomorrow or the rest of the week? That yet to be seen, because a lot of times with today being the first day, adrenaline could have kicked in and that could have caused him to finish the practice. And then once that adrenaline subsided, maybe could have had a little soreness, maybe could have had a little swelling, maybe could have had a little stiffness, and maybe that keeps him out tomorrow or the rest of the week. We'll find that out soon. Well, not soon. We'll find it out tomorrow, depending on what happens. Little notes from Jonah Schaefer. He says day one just wrapped. The defense is definitely ahead of the offense, and that's throughout all football when it starts. Unless the offense got like never. I'm gonna just go out there and say never. The offense is never in front of the defense when practice starts. Never, because the defense they be uber aggressive, knowing that no pads on, and they be acting like pads on, and they be doing stupid stuff because knowing that people are not trying to get hurt, and they be acting like it's game one of the playoffs, and defense just be stupid. Adafi Owe and Namdi Matabike turned it on late. Cooper Rush missed a few throws he should have had. Lamar Jackson was solid, if unspectacular. And Tyler Loop didn't miss a kick. From Kevin Ostreicher, he just reported what somebody else said. Lamar said he believes that he has another level he can go to. I'm only getting started. Yeah, he said I'm just 28. And I've always thought that. Always. I've always thought that he can always come back and improve on something. Like he's going to improve on something this year that he didn't do well last year, and it's going to take his game to another level. Let's see what he had to say.
I'm really just getting started for real. Yeah. I'm only 28. I'm really just getting started for real. Yeah. I'm only 28. I'm really just getting started for real.
And honestly, with quarterbacks playing till, I heard a thing about, somebody was talking about Matt Stafford today. Matt Stafford 37. Just imagine if Lamar played at 37. That's 19 more years. Matt Stafford 37. Imagine if Lamar played at 37. That's 19 more years. 19. Now, I don't know if he will, because their games are different, but Lamar could turn into just a thrower. He could. He really could. I don't put it past him. But at least another 15. All right, this next one. Talking about the offense not having
any position. Offense I believe our offense has no limits because we got guys that can play any position. You know, like you just said, like Zay going a slide, got D-Hop outside, Bait outside. Man, it's no roof. You know, the ceiling's unlimited, you know, for our guys. And I really don't want to get our offense away. You pretty much just put Zay on the spot, put me on the spot. We're going to keep it under the radar until teams got to see us.
Now, what I like about that is I see a lot of truth in that. And I'm going to break it down as best I can. D-Hop can play inside, outside. Zay can play inside, outside. Because if you remember, Zay was an outside receiver at BC. D-Hop, Zay. Bateman can play inside, outside. Likely can play to the hip in the slot. Mark can play to the hip in the slot. Or Mark or Likely can play H-back. Ricard can play H-back, tight end, fullback. Look how much versatility you got with all those guys. And then Lamar can do anything on the football field. Anything on the football field. Anything. What I do, Malik? I don't even know what I did. I don't even know what I did. I don't know what I did. Oh, that's 10. My bad. 28, 30. Oh, that my bad. I did mess that up. My bad. My math jacked up. My math jacked up. My bad. I did mess that up. I messed that up for real. I was thinking 47. My bad. I was thinking 47. I did mess that up. You right. Y'all got me. Y'all got me. Hi, Heather. Y'all got me. Y'all got me. 37 and Lamar's 28. That's 9 more years. So that's 10 more years. My bad. I messed that up. My bad. Players mess up. Like Brandon said earlier. Players mess up. My fault. My fault. My fault. Let's keep it rolling. So I saw the picture of this little girl earlier. And when I saw it, I don't know who took it, but I showed my wife. I said, look at how cute this was. Not knowing that she was actually going to get a chance to have this picture with Lamar. And he always does stuff for the kids. And this was awesome. I love when things like this happen and he does whatever he can for kids. The math definitely wasn't mathing, man. I was tripping big time. And I go back to work in a week or two, so I better get my mind right. But yeah, the math wasn't mathing. But I love when he does this for the kids. And I was adamant about it too. I was 19 loud, tripping. Boy, I was tripping. Tripping. Golly. I'm going to have to go back and edit and delete that out after we finish. Let's go back and see what Roquan said about you.
I think that's a great addition for us. I remember coming out of college with that guy in 2018, and guy's been playing great ball for a long time. Just to have that addition on our defense, I think is very special. And obviously, we have a loaded secondary. But it's not about paper, it's about what you do out on the field, and I know those guys know that as well. So we're excited about the opportunity to continue to keep getting better with each other and knowing that the sky's the limit, and we just have to keep chopping away. I think that's a great addition.
So a lot of pieces on defense, man. What up, Hawks Nest? What's good, man? How you doing? Good luck to you guys out there too. Hawks Nest is a Seattle Seahawks YouTuber, man. He does a great job out there. It has a ton of good content. And they picked up our former DC. So, salute to you guys and wish you best of luck. And what's that, NFC West, man. Go win that thing out there, man. Appreciate you for coming through. Appreciate it. See, I Ro up there again. And again, Ro looks in pretty good shape, man. In pretty good shape. And he praised Teddy Buchanan and Trenton for being in great physical condition. Great physical condition. So if they more jacked up and roll, and Teddy was already in great physical condition, and you see how explosive Teddy was at the combine. So Rowe got 2 good athletes playing beside him. So he better not miss a step. All right, so we got this little video from Morgan, and this is a certain little part on this video I'm going to stop at and talk about. Obviously, ain't much going on right here, but, the receivers, not the receivers, the quarterbacks taking snaps from all the centers. I'm going to show you one little thing right here. Look over here. I don't know if you guys can see the finger. Let me see if you can see that. Hold on, get this over here where I can see it. Can you see this? Yeah, I can see this. That's Ben Cleveland snapping right there. Don't know what that means, but I think Ben's the second best center on the team. Been saying that from the little time he played center. Ben's the second best center. So I don't know if you noticed that. So I try to find these little videos and take little things out of it. Oh, I might have had the wrong one. That might not be Ben. He too little. That ain't Ben. I'm wrong. That's 56. I'm wrong. That is not Ben. That's 56. I thought that was 66. That's 56. That is not Ben Cleveland. I apologize. I'm wrong. That's a lit dude. That is not Ben Cleveland. I apologize. I thought that was Ben. When I watched it earlier, I thought that was Ben. But Ben is in this video. I'm going to show you here in just a second. That is not being. I'm being. What up, Todd? Todd. Look at the play sheet. Play sheet in the drawers. Cole. I know Cole ain't in here. Cole probably asleep. Play sheet in the drawers. Play sheet in the drawers early. Todd. Hey, this Nitro play sheet. Nitro, you got your play sheet right here. The Nitro plays. The plays Nitro was talking about this morning. All right, here we go. This is what I want to talk about. So, just off the strength of day one practice, you got to have a first group. So, the first group they ran out there with is Rosengardner, Falele, Linderbaum, Voorhees, Ronnie. The second group of guys walking up there. You see Carson Vincent. You see Ben Cleveland. I can't tell who the right tackle is. And I can't tell who the other right guard is. But who I'm concerned with is I see Carson Vincent. I see Ben Cleveland. That's who I'm concerned with right now. And is it really a battle with Voorhees and Ben Cleveland? I'm just happy to see him in the same line as Voorhees. That's what I'm just happy to see him in the same line as Voorhees. That way, at least fool me and that's Penning. One of them's Penning. At least fool me and let me know it's a competition. At least fool me. Mark and Mark working on releases. What time we at? We at 37. Okay, it's about time for me to get y'all up out of here. Hold on, we still got to get to the funny. All right, let's listen to what Cordell had to say real quick about practice.
Training camp, wrapping up day one of Ravens training camp. I'm still here at the Castle. Beautiful day here in Charm City, just in the upper 80s today. So I'm not going to complain because it's going to get a lot worse than this as training camp goes on. But we did wrap up day one. The highlights today on the offensive side is Lamar Jackson hitting Zay Flowers. That was actually his first completion of today's practice. He hit Zay Flowers over the middle of the field for what would have been a big play. He would end up hitting Zay again later on in practice over the middle of the field as well, in a similar way where he's kind of moving the defense right with his eyes and then comes back to the deep part of the middle of the field and hits Zay right in stride. So that was good to see. What was not necessarily good to see was Zay, and he did tweak his ankle at one point in today's practice. He was only out for a couple of minutes. He did come back in after being looked at by trainers, and all signs pointed to him being okay. He finished practice. In fact, his first play back in, he got a ball thrown to him and showed that his ankle was working fine because he put a nice move on Trenton Simpson. So I would say Zay is okay, but his status for the rest of the week might be worth monitoring just in case the Ravens want to kind of tread lightly with that. Defense, I think, had most of the highlight plays today. A really nice pass breakup by Marlon Humphrey against Anthony Miller, where he really just rips the ball away from him as he's coming down with the catch. Marlon timed it up perfectly. I would say it was more of an incompletion than a fumble, but really nice play by Marlon on that one. I thought Jaire Alexander had a really nice pass breakup as well, and he's one to talk. He's going to let you know about it after the play, and he did. So he got a nice celebration. The crowd loved it. But in fact, and going back to the offense, DeAndre Hopkins had a couple of highlights himself, some really nice plays up the sideline where he shows his range, how he can go up there and really snag a ball. And he caught one over Jaire Alexander today. I wouldn't necessarily say he mauled him, but I would say he caught a tough catch in really tight coverage, to the point to where after the play, Jaire Alexander bows down to DeAndre Hopkins. So that was really cool to see. And obviously that's good on good right there when those two link up. But really good day from the defense. I thought if I had to pick, I would say defense won today. Justin Matabike, he had a sack on Lamar Jackson today. There were a couple of stuffs on some of the runs. Roquan Smith had a stuff on Derrick Henry on the first play of team drills up the middle as well. So really nice day from the defense, and that's kind of been the message from these guys. They want to set the tone. Marlon Humphrey is on record during minicamp saying that he wants the Ravens to be known again as a defensive team. That's tough to do when you got Lamar Jackson and Derrick Henry on the other side of the ball, but this defense is definitely good enough to be the focal point of this Ravens team. We did talk to Coach Harbaugh, Lamar Jackson, Roquan Smith, and Derrick Henry after practice today. Obviously, a lot of expectations surrounding this Ravens team this year. They have a great roster on paper, but none of those guys really want to hear anything about that. The message has been that they're taking it one day at a time, and they have a long way to go to get to where they want to be. So, they're not hearing any of the Super Bowl or bust talk. They're not hearing any of they're the best team in the league right now. They're not trying to buy into their own hype. Can't say I blame them, but whether they buy into them or not, the expectations are the expectations, and it does start here at training camp. So that'll do it for me here live at Owens Mills. I'll be back tomorrow to give you the recap of day 2.
Thank you, Cordell. Appreciate you, big dog. Hey, he a real one. That's a real one right there. And if you don't know, I was able to do an interview on here with Cordell about 2 summers ago, and we talked a little football, also talked a little life, and it's probably buried on the channel. But if you have an opportunity, go check that out, man. Cool dude. And shortly after I did the interview, I was able to actually meet him at Ravens training camp later on that summer. So good dude, really good dude. Let me switch over real quick and show you guys something else. Give me 1 second. Give me 1 second to switch over and let you see what Ryan Mink had to say. This is what Ryan Mink had to say about practice. It says, this is what John Harbaugh had to say. This is Ryan Mink's report on Ravens.com. I thought we had an excellent first day. We looked pretty good, Harbaugh said. At the same time, we still have miles to go in our journey to get to where we'll be ready to play the kind of football we need to play early in the season. While it was the first day for everybody, it was truly day 1 for new cornerback Jaire Alexander, who was signed just as minicamp ended. Alexander made his presence immediately felt in his first practice. After making an impressive leaping play to break a long pass down the sideline intended for Dayton Wade, Alexander posed as the crowd did his seatbelt celebration. It won't be the first time Ravens fans see that this season. I thought he looked good. He had a heck of a play on the sideline there, Harbaugh said. It's so important on both sides of the ball to make plays on the outside throwing lane, that part of the field. Games are won and lost in the area. Definitely they are. Alexander brings swagger, forget all that. It says, all right, here's what stood out. And this is where Mink gives us a little of like the individual stuff that happens. And I know he did it during training camp. I mean, not training camp, during OTAs. So I hope he continues to do that throughout training camp as well. He talked about the rookie kickers. We already did that. Zay Flowers caught a pass. We talked about that. Oh, he also says cornerback Jalen Armour Davis, IR, had a good practice with the pass breakup on a deep pass and another tightly contested play during 7-on-7 work. Then he walled off the receiver from the catch. Also, running back Keaton Mitchell continues to look extremely fast, just as he did as a rookie. He did, however, drop what would have been a long touchdown later in practice after he dusted a defender to get wide open. So Keaton got, his first day, work on your hands or whatever. But it seems to be that speed is back. It says, in addition to his back shoulder catch, Hopkins made a diving catch over the middle and continues to look like he'll make a big impact on the offense this year. And then this last one, as Rave Kingdom walks in the building, his arch nemesis, right guard Daniel Falele, looks a bit trimmer than last year and showed off his mobility as a puller on a screen. Soon as Rave Kingdom jumps in here, we get to the Daniel Falele news. It says Daniel Falele looks a bit trimmer than last year and showed off his mobility as a puller on the screen. How ironic is that? As soon as you come in, that happens. That's wild. But let me get ready to get y'all out of here. Give me 1 second to get to the funny. And we're gonna get y'all up out of here. I gotta go back and find it. Give me 1 second. Let me make this smaller again. Yeah, we finna laugh for a second, y'all. Just hold your horses. Give me a second. We finna laugh for a hot second. We gonna laugh for a hot second. Refresh this. My noties. Go to my noties. Here we go. Oh. Okay, y'all ready? let me make it big again. Let me see. Y'all might be already talking about it. Hold on, let me make it big again. Hey, would you believe if we told you this is the first play of 7-on-7? Hey, y'all know who this is, right? Hey, y'all know who this is, right? This is a $12 million man that it's a $12 million man. He just won't get his head around, man. he just won't get his head around. And why look at him just keep jogging like ain't nothing happened. Like nothing, like, ain't no big deal. like ain't nothing big just happened. All right, next play. Just no big deal. It's just hey, it is what it is. Hey, next play, coach. No big deal. Nope. Nothing to see here. Nothing to see here. Hey, so what was funny was, look at the comment. Nothing new. Just glad he not on our team. Hey, this feels mean. Like the guy, clearly elite athleticism. Another team just was willing to pay more. I was expecting to see a pick six. Some things would never change, sadly. So this is us. This is us all last year, right here. He was always right there to watch a huge play be made. Hey, I'm done, man. Hey, it's more. If y'all go to Kevin's Twitter, Kevin Ostriker, and go up under this, it's more, man. It's plenty. Somebody, bro, hasn't missed a step. I'm gone, man. Enjoy the rest of y'all night, and I'll see y'all tomorrow with another recap. Hey, hit the like button if you haven't done so. Drop a comment if you're watching this later. And hey, I appreciate y'all, man. Football is back. Enjoy the rest of y'all night. And I'll see y'all later. Peace and love.